Hello everyone, my name's Sonic Freak8 and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing a bad business video for you guys today because today is Friday, which means update day for the game. We got ourselves a new weapon revamp that a lot of people, especially content creators within the community, have requested, and I'm actually holding it in my loadout right now. If you can see there. But first things first, I would like to list some small changes that have been added to the game as well since they've been doing that. So they've added some quality of life stuff to the leaderboard because they now fully support display names. So you can see here, this guy says no name, that's his display name right there, and then his real Roblox username is darkened right there. It also shows up on their player card, and then you can also configure it here in the UI section of the settings. So you can name display mode to set it to add user. I think it's kind of broken right now with this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm not sure if that setting probably works or not. You can set it to their full display name or username, and then you can toggle it on anonymous so that you can hide your name and everyone else's name in case you're concerned about identities and things like that. So good on that front. I would like to mention one more thing. There is a new code. The code is Skorpion in all caps. As such, redeem. You will get yourself 2,000 free credits for you to use. Here's the weekly outfits. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The Skorpion machine pistol has finally gotten its revamp. It is... this has been a long time coming. This thing was in desperate need of changes. This thing I considered to be one of the worst weapons in the game, period. It had really bad damage for a machine pistol. At least I personally think so. The fire rate was really low at 660, and it still is. They didn't change it. And in terms of competing with other weapons and gunfights, this thing just could not hold up, unfortunately. Even if you hit all of your shots, you probably would still get outgunned by a lot of the weapons in the game, especially top tier weapons, something like the AS Val, for example. But that's pretty unfair for the gun, I wouldn't. Like something more like the MP5, MP7, guns like that can definitely completely destroy the Skorpion in terms of one-on-one gunfight. But it definitely got the changes that it didn't need, and I personally think that it's in a better spot now in terms of competing with other guns. So let's go ahead and actually look at this thing. So previously, I'm going to be referring to the Bad Business wiki here for reference. The Skorpions had damage values of 26 to the torso and limbs and 39 to the head. It is now 30 to the limbs and torso and now 45 to the head, making this a 5-tap at its closest ranges. Really good there, making it reduce its time to kill. The 45 will make it a 4-shot kill in the head, and then it drops off, as you can see here, to 24.5 to the head, and then 16.5 to the torso and limbs. The recoil does not seem to be changed, so it remains very accurate, which is a very good thing, especially for the fire rate that it has at 660 rounds per minute. The rest of the stats have not changed either. It is still 20 rounds in the magazine and a handling of 100 and mobility of 100. So very good in terms of that speedy stats right there. Now, attachments is where things get very interesting and very awesome. So first things first, the old Skorpion was not able to put on optics for whatever reason. Now you can. So very good. The iron sights, I say, are very clean for the revamp, especially if you put on an unfolded stock, which we'll get into in a minute. Just having the option of an optic to put on this gun, it just makes the easy use so much more for people who will prefer an optic, especially for people who don't like the iron sights on this thing. So that is a very good change. We also have ourselves 3 unique attachments to this gun, which are an extended barrel right here, typical increased damage range and recoil control, and we get ourselves a 35 round magazine, very good there. And then we also have ourselves an unfolded stock, which we'll showcase real quick here. It brings out the stock from on the iron sights, and then extends it out here, and it also makes the iron sights much cleaner. So very cool there. We've got some stuff to work with, but for the most part, I am going to be using a singular setup since I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time here on this video. So I'm going to be doing a loadout that I've personally been liking recently. We'll go ahead and try that out here. I don't know if it's a monolithic or a muzzle brake, but I'll put on muzzle brake just for safety. I'm going to keep the EXP boost because trying to level this thing up to get the extended barrel. And then let's go ahead and put on some skins here. Pure gold, looking nice as always. Damascus gold, looking pretty nice as well. And then get ourselves some shop skins here. Void matter. No trespassing. And then we'll put on hyperspace. Oh, hyperspace looks so good on just pretty much every weapon. Software. Skins are all right on this gun. It could be a little better, but that's just a personal preference for me. All right, let's get this thing a go and see how it performs. So I did have footage for this gun already saved up in my storage for when the update came out earlier today, but unfortunately the settings on it, how the audio turned out, was pretty bad, so I wanted to go ahead and change that here. The Skorpion in itself seems to be performing fine for the changes that it received, and I can definitely say it's more reliable as a machine pistol to be using than something like than it was previously. And I can definitely see myself using the Skorpion more over something like the Mac 10 just for the fun of it, and without me having to like be concerned about how this thing would be performing at close range and being outgunned by some of the other more stronger guns. Oh dear, there's like everyone at spawn. Oh, I see what the display thing does now. It shows up on the kill feed and all that other stuff. Pretty cool. My aim is not the best right now because I have changed my sensitivity a little bit, and I have not actually played in a few weeks, or a little over a month, so bear with me if I do struggle to kill people. But it's mainly about the gun, not the skill that I have in this game. You can see that I'm not sure if you guys could really make it out, but I tried to like show the recoil for reference here on the setup. Completely vertical with the muzzle brake. And then hold on, here's me controlling it. Very stable gun. You shouldn't really have any problems controlling this. There's no need for recoil control attachments, but I personally am fine with the irons as well. Irons are clean enough for me, even without a flash hider. I would like to try out a max range Skorpion build, but unfortunately I don't have the extended barrel unlocked because this is the live game, not the public test realm, so. And unfortunately can't show that for you guys today because I usually do showcases of the new content that's coming out within the public test realm, or PTR, because it's not actually called the realm, it's called region, but I like realm better. I thought that was an enemy. This attachment setup is quite nice though, because I would prefer weapon performance in terms of killing people over range than something like mobility. But you really could build it for mobility if you wanted to, if you want to use this gun a little more on something like lightweight, steady shot, sleight of hand, the usual good perks on the guns. Interesting how he didn't kill me even with that Val. Okay, there's a guy here. Got him. What are you doing? Oh my god, he is a laggy boy. As soon as I started shooting him, he just started teleporting out of there. Let's put on the Gold Slayer outfit. I think this looks cool. There's a new preview system, or not preview system, but just they improved the previewing for outfits and clothes in terms of the shop. So very much need to change personally, because like previously you couldn't even like view these separate shop items like properly. You just had to base it off of these icons here, but now you can just fully expect them, including like stances, in case if you're really into those kind of things. What the heck? He's using a hammer. I pretty much see no one using a hammer these days. I'm not really having any problems with the Skorpion, to be honest. I'm really liking the revamp that they did. The damage buff just makes it that much more forgiving to get kills with. It makes it more consistent, especially comparing it to other guns. Because you really could not... I personally think you probably wouldn't be able to win a gunfight head-on with the Skorpion, because of how little damage it did. You would need to like flank someone in order to actually like that in order to kill someone, but as this has actually got some damage to work with, you can compete against some other weapons. Tango down. Surprised he didn't continue attacking me there with that katana. Should have died. We see how this thing can do over range in this map. Okay, wasn't too bad, but just got to keep in mind that damage fall off really starts to become steep once you exit out of close range, because 16 is not a lot. 16 damage is not a lot of range at all, so got to make sure that you stay within the ranges that the Skorpion is best at to make sure that you get the most out of it. For recommended attachments for this thing, I really do recommend the 35 round mag, because it only shaves off 2 mobility off of your gun, which is really not that lot. And if you were to put on something like lightweight, it'll just give you an extra 3 mobility, which I think is quite a big bump if you're into more speedy builds. I also recommend steady shot, of course, because, you know, I can definitely see camera shake on this thing, especially when it comes to long range engagements, if you're planning to use it like that, because the camera shake can sometimes throw me off as well. I also do recommend trying out of sight if you want. Some more so like the Type 2 dot or the mini reflex for the extra handling. Even though it doesn't really need it, it makes it a little faster to swap to it, aim down sights faster, usual stuff. But other than the Skorpion, I mean, I missed a lot of stuff when I was away on vacation. I missed the stun gun and MP7 revamp, which are both really good. I heard the stun gun is way stronger now, especially with the 7.62 NATO rounds. So crazy stuff for that. I tried out the MP7 revamp in the PTR, and it just felt really good to use. Especially with a... Oh, that's a great sword! With a longer range build, like a monolithic extended barrel. Found that really good to just use in general. Just killing him. Oh, dear. Ah, slid right into him. I'll go ahead and actually show off real quick how it looks with and without the photo stock. Well, and without an eye, and with and without a sight. So here it is, just base without the unfolded stock. A little more obstructive because of the stock being in the way, but it's still, the iron sights are still usable. No, you are not killing me. Over. And then we'll put on a sight here. So here it is with the coyote sight. Much more of a clear picture than with the irons, of course. It just warrants it. I can definitely understand people using an iron sight on the Skorpion, or not iron sight, just a sight in general on the Skorpion. Very clean. There's a lot of people at spawn right now. Oh, that wasn't a teammate? That sucks. But yeah, overall, I really like the Skorpion. I really like how they approached the revamp. They really gave it some stuff that it needed, especially the damage buff. The damage buff was really needed on this thing. They gotta make sure that they make it so that whenever they're trying to buff a gun, or just like trying to do a revamp thing gun, they gotta like try to make sure that the integrity of the gun is the same, but also have it so I guess they would perform better if it's like underperforming and it's not used a lot in comparison to other guns. And Skorpion's a perfect example of that. So I say good job on the revamp. I think they did a fine job with it. I don't think any other changes are needed for it, personally. And I am quite satisfied with it, honestly. I'm definitely going to be using this a lot more. I'm going to be getting it to level 60 as well, for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the Skorpion. Very fun gun to use. If you did enjoy the video and would like to see more, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Roblox content in general. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be covering the MP7 and Sten gun revamp, because I don't even have the Sten gun. I don't have the Game Pass. It's been a little bit since those guns had their revamps, but we'll see how it goes with them. So that's really about it. Again, I really like this gun. Love what they did with the revamp. Keep up the good work. My socials, which will be my Twitter and Discord, in the description down below if you want to check those out. I'll also be linking the game and the community server for Bad Business in the description as well. Want to try the game, play it, and even join in on the community and check up on updates, things like that. They always post when they do public test realm updates and do updates to the live game. And hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care, stay safe, peace.